The moment the Chandrayan3's Vikram rover landed on the moon's south pole particularly, okay, India emerged as the first country on the earth to send a rover to the south pole of the moon. But of course it is the fourth country to land on the moon surface. The whole country celebrated. There was a overwhelming jubilation across the country, celebrations, not only India, even in Pakistan also. The Pakistan people, of course not Pakistani establishment. Whole country, the NASA, European Space Agency, all spaces include Russia, Roscom, etc. Everybody send this Thanksgiving messages and everything. So, but the Prime Minister, while speaking, while addressing to the scientific community, while addressing to the nation, Prime Minister from Johannesburg, he mentioned a single word. With this, it is burgling, it is making a sound that the superpower, future superpower, that is India's superpower status. What is the link between the Chandrayan3 and India's superpower status? Of course, everybody is thinking that this is related to the space superpower. No, it is not true. The greatest secret behind this Chandrayan3 success and its link with this India's superpower status is Helium-3. Helium-3, that is the 3 variants of the hydrogen. Helium-3, this is also known as the tritium. What is Helium-3? India, why this rover in the coming few days, coming 14 days or the one moon day, it is going to conduct the mineralogical experiments on the moon surface. Okay, this Pragyan ship. What is this one? What is Helium-3? What is the Helium-3? What is the relationship between the Helium-3 and India's superpower status? This is the greatest secret behind this Chandrayan-3. That is why almost all countries after 4 or 5 decades, they are returning to the moon now. Russia with Lunar 25, of course it failed. China, United States of America, now again they are looking at the moon surface. Why? This is the biggest question now. Okay, but the Helium-3 is the biggest secret. Helium, because in order to mine and bring to the moon earth surface, they are returning to the moon surface. Now earlier India was not there, but India, now it is in forefront in the moon's mission, moon's race. Why? Helium-3. What is the Helium-3? This Helium-3 is the fuel for the fusion reactors. You know, fission reactors, we have nuclear reactors, these are the fission reactors. Okay, we should use nuclear, this thorium or else mostly this uranium, natural uranium mostly. But the fusion reactor, the fusion is the process which is happening on the sun to produce that heat from the sun, fusion reactors. As far as these fusion reactors are concerned, we have the one research fusion Aditya at the Indian Physical Research Laboratory in Ahmedabad. You know, another international ITER, International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor. International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, ITER project, okay, involving around 35 nations, include India, India, China, United States of America, whole European nations, UK, Japan, South Korea, Russia. These are all countries, include Brazil, all countries involved in the ITR, International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, which is happening in the southern France. So, what is this fusion? This fusion reactor is going to be completed will be commissioned, will be operated by 2035. The fusion reactor will use a fuel that is Helium-3. This Helium-3 is the rarest of the rare on the Earth surface. Okay, in more precision, 1 gram of the Helium-3 equal to around $11,000, $1,400 at this present cost. In order to produce helium, 1 gram of Helium-3, $1,400, that is around 12,000 rupees, 1,20,000 rupees. 1 gram of this Helium-3 equal to 1,20,000 rupees on the Earth surface. So this fuel, you know what is this fuel? 1 ton of Helium-3 will produce 10,000 megawatts of electricity. I repeat, okay, 1 ton of Helium-3 fuel is enough to produce 10,000 megawatts of electricity. You know, but however this Helium-3 is rare on the Earth surface. You know, the other surprising fact is 25,000 of Helium-3 is sufficient enough to produce electricity sufficient enough for 1 year in United States of America. Now United States of America is the largest consumer of electricity now, in the first place. 25 tons of helium-3 is sufficient enough to produce electricity for 1 year for the superpower United States of America. Imagine, around 10 tons of helium-3 is sufficient enough to produce electricity for the requirement of India per annum. Imagine the helium-3 now. Even China is also looking for this helium-3. That is why it landed its ship on the moon few years back. Now everybody is racing. Now with this Chandrayan3's landed on the earth, this moon surface. Now India is confident enough to bring this helium-3 to moon, to the earth. So with this, India is going to become, guaranteed it is going to become the superpower. Who can produce this electricity? They will become superpower. Not only for this domestic requirement, we can sell it to the whole nations, around all community of the nation. We can earn a lot of billions of dollars. So that is why India will become the superpower. No doubt at all now. That is what the relation between the moon mission, Chandrayan3 success, and this helium-3, and this helium-3 relation with the idea. By 2035, at any cost, we should bring this helium-3. Now enough time is there. Within 1.5 decade, India should produce more sophisticated ships, sophisticated technologies beyond this Chandrayan-3 to mining and processing and bringing back this mining tons of the helium-3 to the Earth's surface. This is the Herculean task. But however, this Chandrayan-3 has paved the way for this helium-3 to moon Earth surface. That is why all nations returning to the moon surface. So now, how to bring this helium-3? So in more precisely, this helium-3 is a metal which can save the earth from this global warming and climate change. Helium-3, because this helium-3 is non-radioactive and no wastage and no carbon dioxide byproduct. That is why this however, though there is a global warming and climate change, the earth, the people and all countries are not reduced their fuel, this fossil fuel consumption. Because electricity is a fundamental, this base for this present growth and developmental process. But however, in order to, the electricity should be produced on the one hand. On the other hand, we should save the earth. How to? This helium-3 is a panacea. Now with this helium-3, we can reduce and we can eliminate these fossil fuels. We need not relying upon this one. So that we can save the earth and we can produce enough electricity for the humankind. So that is why this is the double-edged success for India. That is why jubilant. The scientific community can understand this fact, not common people. Common people can understand this is the greatest success story regarding the science and technology, and India is going to become superpower as far as science and technology. Because that is okay. But the helium-3 is the main secret behind this superpower status.